What's up? It's BobRetakes, and we're back on Counter-Strike 2, but today we're going to be looking at workshop skin items that might be in the new collections coming out soon. January 19th, the new update for Season 3 comes out, and hopefully in that update we get a new Anubis collection and maybe also a Cache collection. Cache might be added to the competitive queue, not the premier queue, but Anubis is getting into the premier queue, and Train is getting taken out, which is beyond me. I don't understand why that is happening, but let's get right into the skins. We've got the Magnus Ocean. I like this skin. I think it could definitely work as maybe a purple or a blue. I don't think it's going to be anything higher than that, but I will give it a yes. And you know what? I'll give it an award. It's, let's see, 100, right? Keep it 100. The next skin we have is the Eastern Gaze. Now, this one is quite unique. I could see this definitely getting into the game. The color scheme for me is definitely kind of like a blue or purple skin, but I think the artwork definitely guarantees a pink or a red tier category. Now, if you see closely here, you do see that there is a coloration change, I think within wear here. Wow, there's a lot of different changes to the actual skin here, so that gets a yes from me. This one is the CZ Desert Relic. Now the skin doesn't have like a lot of color depth to me. It looks kind of flat planed on the color scheme, so I could see Valve adding this into the game. I don't really know if I like it, to be honest. It kind of seems a little bit too much like the Fennec Fox, if you think about it, with the color schemes, but not as in-depth, I would say, or glossy. I'm gonna have to say I'd pass on this one, even though I could see them adding it to the game. We've got the P2000 Biotech V1. I'm really liking the artwork here with the other design and concept kind of illustrations he's getting it from. I feel like this is definitely a blue skin that'll be added to the game because you get so much depth with kind of this ribbed look with the veiny look, the green coming through the skin. There's just a lot of detail to this. It's really well made. The handle's good. From the back, it looks good. Pause. Overall, I think it's definitely a blue skin. I don't see it going any higher than that, so I'll add it to the yes pile. The next skin up to bat is the Sand Protocol. Now, this skin says it's for the Spy Tech, but I could honestly see this into the Arabesque collection, or the Anubis collection, whatever you want to call it. It definitely has that like sandy vibe to it, which I think fits it a little bit more than the actual Tech or Spy. I could see like how he's trying to make it, whereas like a spy would be like kind of rogue, you know, hiding in the desert or something. That's where he'd kind of get that idea from. But I think the depth to the skin really works well. It's super simple. You know, you got the kind of details here with the name of the gun, got the 308, got the wrap around the scope. You know, this is and around the barrel. So there's a lot of thought and process into the skin. It's not just kind of a mesh over the top. I don't know if they're going to add in the scope dust and all that stuff to kind of make it look like that. I think that's something that you add in kind of in your 3D substance maker. I've made skins before. There's a lot of different kind of grime that's added to this skin that Valve probably wouldn't put in the game. But I could definitely see this as like if a collection for the Anubis one came out, like a white tier or a light blue. I'd probably the white tier if they came out with it. I like it, to be honest. I think they should definitely add this to the game. The MP9 Digital Defender. Now, in this first picture with the Spy Tech, it looks really cool. I'm honestly a huge fan of the artwork here, but in all reality, don't know if this lighting effect is really going to happen and when you shoot the weapon. I think it's kind of blown up a little bit. Yeah, maybe this is a little bit more like what it's going to look like in the game. I like it, though. I think definitely, I could see it being in the purple territory. Yeah, I think that's an add and a half. For sure. The Lunar Mission. Now, if you've ever played Valorant, there's that op skin that kind of looks like a block. I don't know, I'll pull it up on the screen if I think to remember about it, but that's what this skin kind of reminds me of. It gives me that white and blue and kind of goldish, but it's got like the titanium mag and the titanium like barrel. I'm a sucker for golds, whites, and blues. I love that color scheme. So you've already got me with this to begin with. From the back, it looks good. Pause. I do think that this little rocket symbol could be a little bit more in depth. I think I kind of lose all my interest right here. And the lunar mission thing back and forth, just get rid of it. You don't need that. Make it simpler and just have it say the lunar mission here. Get rid of this kind of embroidered text here and then fix this rocket. And I think it honestly is like a a pink, I'm gonna give this a yes as well. I know I'm giving a lot of yeses here, but I'm not really going through the skins that are bad. I may go through a few of them, but honestly, the way that you have to search for these in the workshop is kind of a pain right now. I don't know if I'm doing this wrong, but the Deagle Transference is next. It's a hollow glow. Definitely got some unique quirks to it. You got the lighting effect here, which kind of looks cool, I would say, but it also looks like when you break your monitor and you're kind of screwed. The more I look at it, the more I'm kind of liking it. I don't know how you fix this, but these lines here, I like them being on the blue, the light blue part here, but I don't like them being on the actual solid piece of the gun. I would think if you're trying to get this effect, you just have it on the part in which it's kind of glossy rather than on the entire weapon itself. That'd be my only kind of critique. And maybe this gray could be a different color. I don't really know what I'd change it to though. And maybe this is what it is. You got a little bit of chrome factor to it, right? You get a little bit of shininess to the skin here, and that helps it out a little bit. Because you got the shine around this area that's really light, and then the inside corner, but this texture right here is kind of flat. It's not really giving me anything. Maybe it needs a little depth to it too. And the 7 is a little bit odd. I don't know what that stands for. It's probably unique to the creator, but I don't mean to hammer the skin a lot. I just don't really want it added to Counter-Strike. So that's why I'm saying no thank you. Now we're gonna go back to the Arabesque Art and Arabian Mythology to the Peter. This Mac 10 is a W. I could see this being a red. I could see this being the greatest Mac 10 since the gold brick. No, I mean, this would probably be top tier red or a nice pink trade-up skin. There's so much going on here. It's got that beautiful green emerald on the trigger, on the handle going down to the magazine, and the front strap is this beautiful emerald color as well. I think it's really well balanced between the colors of the green and the gold. And I see there's a little bit something on the back side of this gun, a little artwork piece. So you got the emeralds. I wonder if that's like a ruby, if it's some sort of Arabian kind of symbol. If you guys know, let me know in the comments below. I'm not really great with that kind of culture and its art styles and visualizations and history of artwork. And I love this too. You know, it's a balance of golds and greens. You're not trying to take away from the skin itself, but you're definitely trying to give an accent color that just kind of gives you a little bit extra to the skin. And I think this is a really well balanced skin. I would want this to be probably the #1 skin added to either collection so far. So this gets an award. What's the highest one I can give? Perfect. There you go. A UMP skin called the Candy Calligra. I assume that's how it's said. I don't really know. Very unique. I'm assuming this is Arabian kind of Arabic text, I would assume. I don't really know the language or the art style, like I said before, but I did see that it wears pretty harsh, so getting one pretty low float would be cool. Kind of the armrest back here is really weird. I like it though. I like the color scheme. I don't know why. I'm not really a big pink guy, but it's kind of working. And it's reflective. That's nice. I think it's like kind of a copper color. Yeah, I could definitely see this being a purple added to a collection. Maybe even just a blue, a regular blue for a collection that has the white tier, the light blue and the purple and the pink. Just kind of depends what they're gonna go with, if it's collection wise or if it's a case. But this is definitely a W for me. Has a lot of depth to it, wears hard, just unique pattern, something new. We don't really have any pink UMPs that I know of or can think of off the top of my head, so we're gonna add that one, give it an award. It is beautiful. Here is an M4A4 phallic, and it is a really, really well placed art piece. The entire image is thought out, detail oriented. It's exactly what it wants to be, and you get hardware with the skin. That is amazing. This cream color really accents well with the red and the yellow and the oranges and the entire gun. You got all these little red pieces all over the place that are just kind of pieced and put together that just kind of give that good contrast between the reflective kind of granite dark black color, the red, and then you got the white that pops off on just the right spots. I think it'll be a great skin in the game. And I think the guy that creates it already has skins in the game. Yeah, Moonfighter. He already knows what he's doing. He's already got kind of the basis. He'll probably get this in. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy +1. The FAMAS Ornamental. This skin has some flavor on it. If you think about it, it's kind of like a graffiti-esque skin with a little gold accent to it. So it's like a luxurious, but it's crafted over by some sayings or some words that kind of echo the consciousness of like the people. So maybe like the society was like this great golden civilization where there's all this royalty and stuff, and then the people took back the skin, you know? It's got a story to it. I like that. It could be something else, but that's what it gives me. I think kind of weirdly sometimes. I just wonder how this wears. I didn't really get to see that. If it wears pretty hard, it'd be a pretty cool skin, honestly, to get. I could think of it kind of like how the Styx wears, just insanely hard, and the gold is probably gonna stay, you know, solid, but the graffiti parts are the ones that are really hard to get low flow. I definitely add this to the game. It's a lifesaver for the entire collection, to be honest, and it'd probably be a pink, maybe a purple if pink was the highest. It's gonna be one tier below the highest skin for sure. Next we have the golden artifact, which is like a solid gold op. It has gemstones all throughout it. It shines like crazy. What do you guys think in the comments before I give my opinion on this skin? Because for me personally, I think the skin would have been fine without the gold magazine, the stand, the entire kind of mechanism up here, the scope. You know, make that a different color or like just regular, right? And just have the entire base of the weapon be this kind of art style. I think there's too much gold. I understand having a lot of gold and all this stuff, but there's just way too much going on here. Give it some accent. Give it some negative and positive space. For that, I'm gonna say no. I think it's well done, just not well done enough for me to really give it a yes. Next, the Negev Desert Caramel. There is a ton of different textures and depth to this skin. I personally am gonna say that I like it. Color scheme is gross. The green and all these colors, and it's horrible. Okay, let's get that out of the way. You had so much potential with the color scheme for this skin to actually be top tier, but I think what he's trying to do, and the greatest thing about this is you can create skins that really are just basic. You know, the color scheme's basic, it just gets the point across. It's exactly what they're looking for, and that'll get your skin in the game. Got a lot of textures going on, that's what I'm gonna say. And it's well thought out. You got the spray and pray down here, the text, you got text here. Every piece kind of feels like it's exactly where it needs to be. This skin was put together by somebody that knew what they were doing, has an understanding of textures and mapping, normal maps, the whole shebang. For that much effort to go into a skin that kind of looks basic, I think it's well deserved for this skin to be in the game. So we're gonna give this a yes and award it a winner, because that is exactly what I think it is. And if you guys do like me doing these types of videos, let me know in the comments below, because I have a background in graphic design, kind of 3D animation, and this is kind of my bread and butter. That's why I like skins so much. And if you guys want to know kind of how to create your own skins or understand the processes of what to do to make them, let me know and we can go through it together. I can actually try developing skins as well. If you guys would like to watch that, it would be a fun little unique kind of trial and error type video series for us to do. And honestly, like, I love just looking at skins. I love looking at everyone's kind of designs. Like, look at the detail. I mean, it's got depth here, it's got flatness, it's got this beautiful kind of light bluish sapphire color to it. It's kind of a cyan more or less. I mean, this thing is gorgeous. It is gorgeous. I would say this rivals probably up there with the Prince's Mag 7. I can't remember what that skin's called or how to say it. If this gets added to the game, it's gonna be up there. I think it could definitely be a pink Mag 7 for sure. I don't know why it has to say rub me. I guess it's for the genie, if that's what they're trying to say, make the gene. This Mag 7 has remnants of the other pink from the Anubis collection, the FAMAS, right? If you look at that skin, that blue, and you add this one to it, that would be a great combo to go together if you had a loadout, right? I mean, just look at it. And I know that people are trying to get kind of like cyan gems with the gamma knives, like a Karambit or M9. I think this is a given. This is 100% gonna be in the next collection for sure. That is pure gold. And for the final skin of the Arabesque Arabian Mythology collection that we will look at is the carved arabesque. Now, if you look at this skin and tell me it's ugly, you are lying to yourself. The light blue accents, the white, the actual deep blue that it has, like a tree and vines going around the entire gun. There is a lot of good things going on with this skin. I love this top part too. I mean, dude, you killed it. Even in game, looks phenomenal. The white has grunge to it, you know? So that probably means you can get ones that are fully white, or you can get ones that have a lot more dark brownish gray to them on top. This might be a red. Pink or a red, can definitely see it. You pair this with that Mag 7, or if you pair it with, you know, I'm thinking for some reason this would work really well with a Gungnir as a secondary on a Glock. Valve, add it already, give it the award that it needs. It's a very smart choice for the color scheme, and it's a yes for me. And the final skin we will look at for the Spy Tech collection is the FAMAS Surveillance. And this skin is the epitome of using depth maps, your color scheme really well, knowing what you're gonna place where. I mean, these tubes kind of going throughout the skin, going under and then coming back around and coming up here, and using just what you have on the skin itself to create something that looks like it's animatronic or, you know, cyber wear. It's so good. Even in game, this looks fantastic. I think that's it for today's video. Leave a comment down below, and if you liked some of the skins, make sure that you go check them out on the Steam Workshop. And we will see you guys next time on the video. Peace, love, and goodbye.